This is the Truth Network.
Welcome, fellow adventurers, to the Masculine Journey Joyride Podcast. This is a brand new show from the guys you know. I'm talking, of course, about the Band of Brothers. My name is Keith, and I'm the producer for Masculine Journey and Masculine Journey After Hours. In this podcast, you will hear funny stories, exchanges, and thought-provoking moments that will amuse you, make you smile, and draw you closer to Jesus Christ in your journey of life. Hello, Joyriders. The clip you'll hear this week got me thinking. There's an ailment out there that has befallen all of us from time to time. An ailment, while not severe in nature, can still cause harm and perhaps a contentious discussion. I'm speaking of foot and mouth disease. It is a situation where one person believes that their criticism is helpful and should be appreciated, where in reality, they're just digging themselves into a hole. I present example number 1.
I suppose you didn't have time to sew these either, huh?
Your socks. I'm sorry, Ralph. No, I didn't.
No excuse or anything? Have you got any excuse why you didn't sew the socks? I know why you haven't got an excuse, Alice. You're afraid to give me an excuse. Because you know that I know that you know that I know what you've been doing around here all day. Sitting there fooling around.
You know something, right after you left the house this morning, I got in one of those silly moods of mine. You know how I get sometimes?
It was at this point Ralph knew he had messed up.
So just for laughs, I thought, well, I'll do the breakfast dishes and make the beds and take the garbage down. Then when I came back up, I was still in such a funny mood. You know, I thought, why should I settle down to the drudgery of mending your socks? So I scrubbed the kitchen floor. Then, you know something, I was still so giddy and so gay over this whole thing that I thought I'd really enjoy myself, so I washed all the windows. Then, Ralph, I went out and I did the marketing, and I came back with a pot roast, and I put the pot roast on the stove, and while it was cooking, I went in and I cleaned out the bedroom closet. Now, I know that this may sound like work to you, Ralph, but it isn't. It's fun.
Tragic. Foot and mouth disease is no joke. It can happen to the best of us. It can happen to the worst of us. I mean, who will be kidding? But still, nonetheless, tragic. Now, here's example number 2. Harold explaining his experience with foot and mouth disease.
Harold, when he got out of retirement, I'll let you tell the story because it is your story to tell. And it does explain well the analytical versus the poetic idea of dishwasher loading.
Well, when I came home, I was around what I had not been around as much prior to that. So I began to see that the dishwasher was just jumbled up, a mess in my eyes. I had spent 40 plus years as a problem solver. So naturally, when I see a problem, I'm going to solve it. My sweetheart took it as criticism. I only intended as something to make better. But boy, it was a can of worms I should have left away from the can opener and just let them worms sit in there.
You opened up a can, you just didn't know what the can was.
It was a can of whoop.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And I was the recipient of the whoop.
So from the guys of Masculine Journey, I'm Keith, and we'll see you down the road.
This is the Truth Network.